Hey guys, I wanted to share with you my second Azure standard order. You can check out my first order in the description box below if you're interested to see what items I got there. So today I just want to go through some things that I had kind of been adding to my cart over a 2-month period. I planned to make an order last month, so I would have had an order each month. However, just due to circumstances, I didn't. So this is 2 months after my first order. And this order came out to around $1,100, and the purpose was not only to try new items, get items that we needed, but also get some storable items as well. So I'm gonna take you through everything, and I will list the prices and quantity down below so you can check that out. Okay, so first, let's see. Over here, I got 2 gallons of organic raw apple cider vinegar with the mother, of course. So I use those for salad dressings, to use as a conditioner for my hair, and lots of other uses. So I wanted to try the grade A dark maple syrup. I've heard good things. So that's an organic maple syrup. Okay. Over here, I really loved the, I think it was wildflower flavor of honey that I got before. But this time I wanted to try the orange blossom. So I got 12 pounds of that. It's a large jug. Very excited. That should last us quite a bit. Right here I got 2 bottles of organic Tamari sauce. This is just organic gluten-free soy sauce, and we use this in a few different dishes a couple times a month. We try to avoid soy, but we do like, you know, as long as it's organic soy products, soy sauce in certain stir fries and fried rice that I make. Okay, so coming over here, I finally was able to get a bag of their black sesame seeds. They had been out over the last 2 months. This is primarily going to be used for when we eat fish, make our own sushi, and also mainly for my sourdough bagels. I've been out of sesame seeds for a while and they just haven't been the same, so that's exciting. Okay, over here, let's move this to the side. Thought this was kind of interesting. I got 2 pounds of ground kelp powder. This is high in iodine and other minerals. So I thought this would be nice to add into soups and kind of sneak into other things, but also be a shelf-stable source of vitamins and nutrients if we need it. I wanted to try 1 box of the Jovial 100% organic Eincorn linguine pasta. I've heard good things about this as well. And it was, I think, a little over $3 for a box, and I just wanted to give it a try, see if we like it. I think we're actually gonna have that tonight for some spaghetti. All right, right here I got 30 pounds total of Himalayan fine salt, pink salt, right? In my previous video, I had also got 15 pounds, so it's quite a bit of salt. Like I said, I use it for fermentation, and just other forms of preserving, and then obviously just to cook with. But you can never really have enough salt, and going forward as life gets crazy, it's a good thing just to have if you ever had to help someone out with salt or barter or that sort of thing. Okay, so over here I have 5 pounds of red lentils that we wanted to try. I'd gotten some green lentils from them last order and we really like those. All right, and then coming over here, I got 2 pounds of their wild rice. Last order I'd gotten a wild rice blend, which we absolutely love. They didn't have the blend this time, so I just got the wild rice, and I can mix it with other brown rices and that sort of thing if I wanted to, or just eat it straight like that. And I got 5 pounds of white basmati rice. Of course, we try to get organic or non-GMO for everything. Okay, over here, this is a 5 pound little bucket here of aluminum-free baking powder. I don't go through a ton of baking powder, but this was a really good deal, and this will last me literally probably like 2 to 3 years, and I just won't have to worry about getting it. All the stores local to me don't always have the aluminum free, and I'm just not willing to use it if it has aluminum in it. Got enough of that in my body from over the years, so. Okay, this is calcium hydroxide, or also known as cow lime food grade. I bought this in order to water glass eggs. I don't have my own chickens, however, I just wanted another method of preserving eggs that we get from our friend's homestead, and even store-bought eggs. I think you can do it with them, but I gotta find out. But yeah, other than just having to refrigerate. So we'll see how that goes. Back here I have 5 pounds of diatomaceous earth. So that not only is for pest control in the garden, but it will also be layered in my 5-gallon buckets with my grain that I'll show you guys in a bit, to prevent bugs there as well. Someone in my last video recommended that, so I really appreciate that comment. Okay, right here I got a 3-pack of Portabella mushroom pasta sauce. So these are, let's see, 24 ounces, so just like a standard pasta sauce size for our family right now. A family of 4, one's a baby, doesn't really eat, so 1 jar is plenty, so 3 is great. Right here, I got a 6-pack of organic tomato paste. So I can turn that into pizza sauce, tomato sauce, or add it into soup, stews, chilies, all that kind of stuff. We're not huge tomato people just because we have a little bit of an issue with it, but I like having it on hand, and I think it's very valuable as a nutrient additive and flavor as well. Okay, right here, very excited to find this. These are little blocks of Parmesan cheese. I think it was from the, Rumiano cheese company out of California. I love their salted butter that we got in bulk last time. And the most exciting thing about this is that they do not use animal rennet. One issue I've found in the past with Parmesan is that some of the brands use pork rennet, and we're a kosher family, we don't consume pork. So it was important to me to either verify that it was calf rennet or that it was a microbial enzyme, which in this case, that's what that is. So very exciting. I haven't had Parmesan for a bit. So I'll be probably harvesting the basil from our garden and making a bunch of batches of pesto, and freezing some of it, and then obviously, fresh eating and that sort of thing. Over here, I love Azure Standard's book collection. They have a lot of good books there. I have a few of them already from other sources, but it's just neat to see kind of the like-mindedness of what they've chosen to supply within their store. Another reason why I really love Azure. So this one, my friend, I saw she has this at her house, and she's been really into trying to figure out just best methods to preserve food without freezing or canning. Obviously we all freeze and can while we can, but it's good to kind of go back in time and learn what our ancestors did and what a lot of the world still has to do in order to maintain their food supplies, and keep those going. So another book that I got was Seed to Seed. So it says Seed Saving and Growing Techniques for Vegetable Gardeners. I've already flipped through this a bit, and I'm excited to read through it more as I have a garden this year and I've already started to seed save. Okay, over here I bought 9 separate soups. This, I always make my own soup, but this is kind of gonna be in our storable food stash so that we just have some good soups ready to go. So this is the Pacific Food brand. One of the better soup brands that doesn't add in a bunch of weird stuff. So I got 3 packs of the chicken and wild rice soup, 3 count of the hearty Italian vegetable, and 3 of the chicken noodle soup. Okay, coming over here, I got, let's see, 2 pounds of ground cumin. I was previously getting this from Sam's Club, but this was a better price. And just a note from my last order, I talked about getting 3 pounds of their garlic powder, and I have to say that I love their garlic powder. It's the most pungent, flavorful garlic powder I've ever used, and since it's so strong, a little bit goes a long way, so it's gonna last a lot longer than the garlic powder I was buying from Sam's. So love that. I'm hoping the cumin's the same. Also bought some peppercorns. I think this is, yeah, 4 ounces. This is specifically just for pickling. So canning and fermenting pickles. I haven't had those. I've just been using ground pepper, which isn't as ideal. Okay, so coming over here, this was kind of just a splurge item. I saw them and they looked good. So I got 1 jar of peach fruit spread and another of apricot fruit spread. So this is something, reminds me of my Nana. She would have loved these, so I'm excited to try these on toast. And I finally ran out of my organic powdered stevia. And this brand doesn't, let's see, I believe they don't add anything other than stevia. Let's verify. Can you focus? There we go. Organic stevia extract. So that's another thing to be aware of. A lot of stevia brands add in erythritol, oh, sorry if I said that wrong, and other weird additives that I'm not interested in. I just want stevia. So I'm not growing it yet in that large enough of a quantity, so I put just like a very light dusting of this in my coffee every morning, and so a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so scooting over here, let's see, move this over there. Okay, I got 1 pound of apple juice infused dried cranberries. I'll be using these for my oatmeal cranberry cookies, to add with roasted squash and beets. Oh my goodness, so many uses. I like adding them after I make granola in that mix, and they're just a good like trail mix snack on the go. So that'll probably last us a while. Okay. So also in my previous Azure purchase, I had gotten 3 pounds of their organic coconut sugar, and I absolutely love it. It's way better than the stuff I was getting at Natural Grocers near me. So I got 5 pounds of that. Also in my previous order, I was talking about how I was trying their organic cocoa powder, and I wanted to see if it was of good taste and quality, and if so, I would get more. I'd just tried 1 pound before, and we've almost gone through it. It's really, really good. So I got 5 pounds of that. Great price as well. Okay. This is another kind of storable food item. I got, let's see, 26 ounces. So like, what is that? Like 1.5 pounds-ish of whole milk powder. So this will go in my food stores, so that if there was an emergency, we'd have a way to kind of have like a milk substitute. So it just needs to be hydrated, or you can use it in different recipes and that sort of thing. So that's something I think people don't always think about is dairy, because it obviously needs to be refrigerated in many cases. So if something went bad, it'd be nice to have that. So focusing in on my most exciting item, I got 5 pounds of semi-sweet mini chocolate chips. This will last us a super long time. I'm probably gonna like section out the bag and put it in the freezer, I'm thinking. And yeah, so we, you know, either just make banana boats with sliced banana and peanut butter and a little mini chips, or we'll add this to recipes, of course. So there's that. And then back here, I finally got 5 pounds of unsweetened organic coconut shreds, medium shred. This I use in my granola in other recipes as well. You could also blend it with water, I think, and make your own coconut water, coconut milk. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, just dual purpose, and 5 pounds of that. It's another thing that can get kind of pricey if you're buying it in smaller quantities at the store. So speaking of coconut, let's see if I can zoom in here because it's still in its packaging. This is a 12 pack of organic coconut water cans. They're each 10-ounce cans. This is great for, it's an antiviral. So if you feel like a cold coming on, it'd be good to kind of down one of these among your other things that you do. Very hydrating, good electrolytes, all that good stuff. So we're probably going to keep it in the fridge, but use it sparingly and kind of have it more for like a treatment situation rather than just like regular drinking, if that makes sense. Okay, so over here, I always like, or lately, trying to get more storable food and different bug out bag situations. I've been trying different jerky type, or like, yeah, jerky type products or beef sticks. So this is one of them from Organic Valley, and the ingredients are really simple. I like that they use organic honey rather than cane sugar. And I think it was $2 per one, which seems kind of expensive, but if you just need a quick, you know, source of protein and you're out and about. All right, over here we have 5 pounds of black chia seeds. So they're in 1 pound each bags. I got 5 of them. I put these in all kinds of things. Yogurt, I put them actually in my granola. They're great for overnight oats. And even I also use them as an egg replacement, like a chia egg in certain recipes, either if I'm out of eggs or if I just want to avoid eggs for whatever reason. So many uses, and they're high quality of omega-3, vitamins, minerals, you know, fat, obviously, protein. Pretty awesome little guys. So good to have those. Good, really good deal from Azure too, because that can get really pricey at some stores. This is something I haven't tried before. This is Vital Wheat Gluten. There was also somebody in my last video that recommended this to add, I think she said, more like of a gluten structure to your dough when you're making bread out of home ground flour. And that's actually an issue that I've been trying to overcome since grinding my own grains with my mock mill. So I'm excited to try that for sure, and hopefully that kind of solves the problem. But in the meantime, whether that does or it doesn't, I kind of reluctantly picked up 20 pounds of organic all-purpose flour. So I'll use this in certain recipes that I haven't been able to completely replicate the way that I like to with my home ground flour. Specifically, every Friday, I make several batches of challah for Shabbat, and with my home ground flour just hasn't made the same type of like springy bread. It's supposed to be like a light, airy bread, and it just hasn't been the same, even adding extra eggs and that sort of thing. So, over here, also I've been really wanting to try the Jovial brand of the organic Eincorn all-purpose flour. This is, let's see, I think it's 10 pounds. Yeah, so 10 pounds of this. My husband was like, what did you spend $30 on 10 pounds of flour? And I was like, it's Eincorn, you don't understand. So I'm really hoping it's awesome, and we'll kind of keep that for a special treat since it is so expensive. But yeah, that's that. It was on sale, but it was like a couple dollars off, so whatever. All right, switching gears a little bit to kind of like hygiene and that sort of thing. I needed more shampoo and soap. So I was really thankful that they sold this particular scent of Desert Essence soap bar in bulk. So I got 12 bars, I think it was around $36, and that breaks down to about $3 a bar, which is better than any grocery store I've been able to find, even on a sale. So that's awesome. And this is our favorite scent. So we got 12 of those. Once again, it's one of those things where it's like, whoa, why do you need 12 bars of soap? But you know, that'll last us over a year probably. So it's worth it, and now I don't have to mentally worry about ever buying soap for a while. This was kind of just a splurge item. I wanted to try this. This is a goat milk soap from Longview and Farms, lemongrass and lavender. It smells good, and the ingredients are very simple. Let's see, turn this around. And pure. So we'll be using that soon. And then in my last order, I showed that I picked up the original formula of this legit old-fashioned shampoo bar to try to see if I liked it, and I absolutely love it. It washes my hair really well without using too much of it, and it doesn't strip it of all its oils. It's still quite conditioned at the end. I still run apple cider vinegar through my hair after, just because I have really long hair. I need the extra detangling and shine and stuff, but this is great. This is the best shampoo bar that I've ever tried and used. So I picked up 4, and I'm trying different formulas. So this is the moisturizing formula, original, the jojoba and peppermint, and then a herbal formula. So that'll be great, and it seems like I'm the only one in my family who uses this, so this lasts me about 2 months per bar, and it's around $6, so that's around $3 per month, you know, plus you add in the cost of a little bit of apple cider vinegar, so you're looking at, like, say $5 maybe a month to wash my long hair and keep it nice. So that's awesome. My husband asked me for some more lemongrass oil. He loves putting this in his beard. So it's great, and we can use it to diffuse it too. Okay, now going over here, these are all my grains. I finally was able to get the 25-pound bag of Camu grain. This is an ancient grain, it's organic. So I've tried, as I showed in my other video, the emmer grain, the Eincorn, and I love those. So looking forward to this one as well. I picked up some organic Heirloom soft white wheat grains. The little bio on where it came from and the family that raises this wheat was very intriguing to me, so I wanted to give it a try. 25 pounds. And then behind it, I have 50 pounds of the organic soft white wheat that I had gotten last time. We absolutely love it. It's amazing. So we've gone through probably half of our last 50-pound bag within a 2-month period. So just wanted to re-up to make sure we have some. I don't know if I'll make another Azure standard for another couple months. So there's that. Over here we got the 50-pound bag of organic regular rolled oats. We use this for all kinds of stuff, and it's great to have as a storable food item as well. Really good for your colon, for your gut. If you guys have ever heard of the Gerson cancer therapy, this is something that Charlotte Gerson, his daughter, recommends even within their cancer treatment as being one of the best foods for your gut. So that's kind of a note. I mean, just a humble bowl of oatmeal, which isn't my favorite, but I'm trying to learn to love it for that reason. So also a note on this, I've been trying to get their gluten-free rolled oats, which just means that oats are naturally gluten-free, but oftentimes they're processed in factories that have cross-contamination with flour or grain or whatever. So I obviously consume grains, but I haven't been able to get their gluten-free version. It's been sold out the last 2 months, or 3 months actually. So I just settled with the organic regular rolled oats. I think they're gonna be great. And since I consume grain anyways, like wheat, it doesn't really matter. So glad I picked that up. Okay, here I have 25 pounds of organic dried black beans. Those will be going in 5-gallon buckets. We have 25 pounds of organic garbanzo beans, dried of course. I just recently made my hummus recipe, which you can check over at my blog at froshoffthebranch.com. I was previously always using just canned organic garbanzo beans from the store, which is still really good. That's what's in the recipe. But soaking them overnight, even an extra night, and sprouting them and then cooking them for a very short time in the Instant Pot makes the creamiest, most delicious hummus. So highly recommend. That's another great thing to have on hand. And we add garbanzo beans to everything salad. It's awesome. Okay, so here is 25 pounds of whole blue corn. I'm able to grind this if I want, add this to soup stews. Another really good storable item. 25 pounds of split green peas. This is really cost effective and can add this to soups whenever, and it'll store for a really long time. I kind of want to diversify the type of nutrients that I have in my storable items as well, so that, you know, if there was an emergency, we're not just eating beans and rice. You know, we do have somewhat of a variety, at least for some period of time. So that's kind of the idea there. Down here I have 25 pounds of hard white wheat. I had gotten this in my previous Azure standard order. We also really love this, especially for baking loaves of sourdough bread. And I feed my starter with this. So we still have a decent amount left from our last order, even more than the soft white wheat. So I just got 25 pounds to kind of re-up on that. Okay, over here, Azure Standard just started offering oxygen absorbers. So they were out of the 5-gallon ones specifically. So these are for, I believe one is for like a quart jar and the other is for like a gallon. But if you add, I think it's like 2000 cc or 1200, don't quote me on that. If you add a certain amount to a 5-gallon jar, it equals the same amount as if you just use one packet of the ones that are advertised for 5 gallons. So that was kind of my thought process on that. And I can throw these and some other dried goods that I have in quart jars and that sort of thing. So in here, let's see, I can open this. I have a 6-pack of half-gallon glass jars and their corresponding lids, which you have to buy separately. So I had bought a 4-pack of gallon jars in my previous order, and I love them so much that I bought 4 more with their corresponding lids. And just a note too, the lids for both the half-gallon and the gallon jar, it's the exact same lid. They just have the option to buy like a 6-pack for the half-gallons and a 4-pack for the gallons. And then I got another 3-pack of the Gamma lids. It's still a better price to get the 3-pack of Gamma lids from Azure versus Amazon, which is about $9 a lid. The other best price that I could find. This comes out to around $7 a lid. So a 3-pack is $21. So my baby girl needed me right at the end of the video, but it was actually perfect timing because it was right at the end. I just wasn't able to give a formal ending there. So I just wanted to say real quick, some of my favorite items from the Azure Standard brand that we've been able to enjoy so far. I'd say our #1 favorite is the dried peaches. My husband just loves those. He eats way too many of them, so those have to be regulated, but for good reason. They're wonderful. And we did recently purchase a dehydrator, so when it comes into peach season again, I'll be for sure dehydrating peaches because they are absolutely amazing. But those are amazing, the dried mangoes as well. And then I would say my #1 item would be just all the different organic grain options, especially the wheat berries and the ability to get ancient grains. So the organic spelt berries have been my absolute favorite, followed by the Eincorn, and then the emmer grain and the camu. It's neat to be able to have access to those things and not have to pay a fortune for them. And it's been a real learning experience for me to grind my own grain and learn how to bake bread with it. So totally worth it, and I'm just very thankful to Azure that they provide that type of option. And then also some of our top favorites are their organic maple syrup and their raw honey. Both just such depth of flavor, and you can taste the quality. So, and it's still a really good price. So it's totally worth it. I've bought cheap versions of maple syrup in the past, and just like raw honey from like Sam's or Costco, and it really honestly isn't the same. So Azure Standard by far has a better quality. So yeah, I'm excited to, as the months go on, try new things during all of my different hauls, just to kind of see what they offer. And we haven't been disappointed yet, so that's really awesome. Also, I just wanted to mention that if you click my link down in the description box, it's kind of like an affiliate link to where I would receive $25 credit for anybody who spends $100 or more, which is pretty easy to do on Azure, but regardless, I'm just putting it out there. I would appreciate that. That would help my family, of course. So you can either click the link or you can go to azurestandard.com/start and type in the personal code Danielle190, and that would do the same thing for us. So I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, seeing my second big haul, and hopefully many more to come, Yah willing, and I can share those options with you again. Shalom.